Who doesn't love getting a nice peek inside a magnificent home, huh? Well, today, our daytime lifestyle correspondent is taking us to a home that is so spectacular, it just has to be in our spotlight.
Welcome to Spottis Woode.
Wow, this is fabulous. This is a Tudor.
This classic English Tudor in Clearwater, Florida.
What is the history of this beautiful home?
Spottis Woode was built in 1929 by Donald Roebling. Roebling was the great-grandson of Washington Roebling, who of course built the Brooklyn Bridge. The house is actually built much like the Brooklyn Bridge because of its all steel girders and reinforced concrete. The house for the longest time was considered the best built house on the west coast of Florida. But he built the house for his fiancée at the time, and her last name was Spottis Woode, and this was her wedding present.
You have been on this project as the designer for how long?
I've been on the project for 7 months now, working from the ground floor and working our way up. It's a huge house. It's a 14,000 square foot estate. So it's this is the first stage to a very large, very long project.
Wow, well, can we see what you've done
Absolutely.
so far?
The living room's right through here.
Let's go. This is a stunning living room.
Yes.
Tell me what inspired you with this space.
What inspired me with the living room and basically with the entire house was the integrity of the home. The integrity and the scale of the home when it was built. There was a very strong sense of human scale. So the house is very large, but the rooms are actually very well proportioned. And with the way that it was built, with the way that it was just beautifully made, and he had so much focus on the detail of the home, I wanted to fill the rooms with antiques that the house deserved.
What a spectacular dining room. And once again, my eyes are going straight up from a beautiful chandelier to an incredible ceiling.
The ceiling is a plaster ceiling, hand cast and carved, of the Four Seasons and the English rose motif, which is completely appropriate for the home.
This chandelier, you know I'm kind of a chandelier girl. Is it original to the home?
No, we found the chandelier in New York and it's Waterford.
Sean, this is a spectacular Gothic staircase. These guys are adorable. Is this the Roebling clan?
No, actually, these are the original craftsmen to the house. This is an amazing testament of how much Roebling loved building this house.
Once again, scale is a factor.
Well, this room with its cast plaster ceiling that's faux to look like wood, and these enormous windows, I wanted to connect the two with these massive drapes that are velvet and tapestry.
What a long loggia, Sean, and my eye goes right up to the ceiling. Tell me about this.
Well, this was actually the exterior of the house. This was enclosed, and when it was enclosed, unfortunately, the ceiling had a very ungraceful pitch. So what we did is I canopied the ceiling and with these vertical lines that draw your eyes out.
Talk to me about how you handled the more intimate seating spaces.
Well, what I wanted to do is break the area into three completely different areas, three completely different spaces to sit and talk. One of them is, of course, this seating area. These are handmade. They're made by a local craftsman, Mike Bartlog, and he actually made the television cabinet behind us as well, that's based on a Tibetan trunk. The wonderful part of this house, and the reason why I was so interested in taking the project, is because there's a history to it. There's a pedigree to the house because of Roebling and his vast history. You know, building the house for his fiancée, then marrying her and divorcing her because of an affair that happened out in the water on the yacht, which he then took the yacht that the affair happened on, took it out into the harbor and blew it up.
Well, that's what any good husband would do.
And there's more amazing history connected to the house. Roebling actually got a government contract to build an amphibious tank. And it was 10 years after he built the house, and that's when the additions were made to the home. The tower in the front that encases the elevator. There is a full speakeasy underneath the house, but below that, the elevator leads to a tunnel level, which leads you out to the bottom terrace of the property, where Roebling used to test his amphibious tanks.
Well, Sean, this was absolutely spectacular. Thank you so much for sharing your project with us.
Thank you for coming out.
If I wanted to contact you for just a little tiny job compared to this,
how would I do it?
The best way to contact me is through SeanRush.com. You can email me or give me a phone call.
Thank you so much.